All right. And I got that's crooked, so since I can't fix that a little bit. All righty, we'll stay with that. This K4PW net control, and I'm looking for, not, we don't have looking for anything. Tonight is the 1000th, and we're thrilled to be doing the 1000. I don't know if I'll be around for another 1000. That's another almost 10 years, so we'll see. As far as announcements, is there any big announcements for tonight? I don't really have any other than this is the big net. We're going to try to keep it under control. I'd say I just suspect that there's going to be a bunch of people checking in. We had a big night on DMR, D-Star, and C4 FM with 7 check-ins on DMR and 8 on D-Star and 11 on C4 FM. So there's been a lot of people hanging around tonight. But anyway, any other announcements beside the, we're going to be doing those nets tonight, which is the 2 meter, and then over to 2 meter upper sideband on 144.240, and then on to 50.135 on upper sideband on 6 meters, and then on to 223.415. And hopefully we'll have time for all of them. I don't know if a lot of people are going to check in. I'm not suspecting that we're going to be dragging it out for an hour and a half, but it's possible. So anyways, are there any other announcements?
W8PLA.
Hey, go ahead there, Philip. Yeah, go ahead, Philip.
Yeah, I'm just going to let everybody know, anybody that's interested in parks on the air, like I am, I have had a new park added to the Parks on the Air database. It's US 11357, and that is Miller's Farm State Archaeological Site that is here in Wilson County, out on Poplar Hill Road. So, any other POTA people are out there and want a new park to activate, Miller's Farm State Archaeological Site. No stakes in the ground, stars in the trees, but more than welcome to activate the parking lot and set up anything freestanding. That's all I got, Paul, and happy 1000. W8PLA, back in that control.
Very good. New parks on the air, 11357. It's US 11357. And that was Philip, Whiskey 8, Papa Lima Alpha. So any other announcements? Well, very good. Somebody tried to just hit the button. Is somebody trying to get in? Oh man, after you stiffed us on the nets, man, I don't know what to do for you. Anyway, with a 10 meter net, that is Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. And that's ably done by Michael KM4YRF on 28.415, which moved upper sideband, moving to 29.415 on FM, and then over to what do you call it? Where is he going? Oh yeah, over to 223.415 on FM. And of course, any other announcements? So I'm going to skip the big intros here on. You can see us on YouTube right now, and it's you know, I'm putting MJSS on the YouTube thing, and you can go to MJ's, you know, Mount Juliet Simplexton Net on Facebook, and you can see me there if indeed you're that interested. That would be just under MJ Simplexton Net, and those are the two big things. Any other announcements? All right, very good. Let's take first-time check-ins, mobile or people short on time. Good morning, Jeff, or good evening, Jeff. How are you?
I'm all right. Just here, never check in. You know, starting to get my voice back anyway. But dinner bell's ringing, so that's why I got to scat. So keep the pace I need to go. So W1-4G.
Yeah, very good, Jeff. Hope you have a good night. I'm glad you're feeling better. That was Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf in Madison. Who else is short on time, mobile or first time checking? Okay, for VVA, we got Mike up there in Hendersonville. How you doing? Man, it's noisy tonight with you. What's up? Wow, that's all of a sudden changed dramatically. Yeah, very good. I'm really not understanding every word you say, but I know you're there. But anyway, let me move on then. Mike, everything else okay?
It's pretty good. I want to say happy 1000.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, it's. I don't know if I'm supposed to be happy about this or just. I feel, in a way, I feel as though I'm writing an epitaph for having 1,000. It sounds ridiculous to me now. The 1,000 nets. That's longer than the Kennedy administration. Who else is short on time mobile or first time taking? Heard something else there. Anybody? All right, well, let's move on to where we're starting from the north. So north, please come now. Make sure my antennas are hooked up. Yep, north, please come now. Boy, slim pickings. How about over to the west?
KO4 OTV.
Very good, Joel. Everything all right?
That was I guess so. I was amazed nobody came from the north.
You know, they just don't want to identify being from the north.
I can't say that I blame them there. Yeah, so it's 1,000. Interesting. I knew it was tonight, but it's amazing. What is it? The 8th year, I guess.
Oh no, we'll have 10 years in September.
Oh wow. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember you saying that. So yeah, I've only been checking into it about 3.
Oh yeah, well, that's all right. Everybody can't be, everybody can't be special and be there for the whole time. They'd be as nutty as I am.
No doubt. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. I'm gonna say there's probably, which I don't know, there's probably stuff like that around the country. I'd say I don't know how long some of these nets go, but I know some of these repeaters around here have been here a very long time. Like Short Mountain, I think, has been around since 62, I think.
Oh wow. Oh no, I'm sure there has been lots of nets that have gone on for decades. It's just that we may be, I'm gonna guess, if we're not the only one, or one of few Simplex nets that's been going this long.
And that's where you probably got them beat. That's a fact there, because you never hear of any Simplex nets going on like this.
Well, I don't, but that doesn't mean they're not out there. I mean, there may be one going in Utah for all I know, and I don't have any. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I don't know. I mean, I know they report nets to the FCC, but I don't know if they keep record of any of that.
Well, what I did though, when I looked up on ARRL's club registry, I looked up clubs that were Simplex, and there was only one that listed themselves as a Simplex club, and that was the Long Island, I forget the name of the club, Radio Club of Long Island or something. But they hadn't updated. I still don't think they've updated their website in the last 7 or 8 years. So I'm not sure they're still active doing Simplex or not. And so I don't know if they are. And they're, so far as I'm concerned, we're the only active Simplex net or Simplex club in the country.
Especially with this many nets.
Oh yeah, well that's right. Anything else for the net?
No, that's it for me, Paul. KO4 OTV. See you on the next one.
Yeah, pretty soon these white guys in white coats going to be chasing me down with a net. That was Joel, west of Ashland City, Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Tango Victor. Who else out there? West. Very good. There was a couple in there, but I got Greg, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Boy, did you hear Hendersonville very well?
I don't think so. But yeah, I appreciate what you do, and that's really good for you and Mike to pool together and give away $1,000.
Oh yeah, it's virtual money, of course.
What?
Yeah, that's it. And plus, you get a virtual plaque for being on the air today.
With the vouchers for MFJ products.
Yeah, any discontinued MFJ product. Yeah, I give you a free. You can download the free Temu app from our website.
Yeah, your signal was down, and now it's kind of back up. I don't know. You guys, I don't know. Was that new feed on?
Brand spanking new.
Oh, well, it's back up again. That's weird. Maybe it's conditions too, but yeah, your signal in general is back up. So that did the trick. I'll move on. KD4 TV.
Yeah, for what it's worth, I was talking to Mike up in Andersonville an hour or 2 hours before the net. Perfect. Everything was perfect. Now when he comes out, I can hardly hear him. So obviously there's some conditions going on. All right, that was Greg at Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is West?
KO4 Kilo 4 and Lima Victor.
All righty. I got 2 in there. I heard that one was Kilo Oscar 4, but hold on one second. I've got Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. This our special guest tonight, Jack and Donaldson.
Hey, congratulations on 1,000 nets, Paul.
I don't know. Is it congratulations or condolences? Yeah, yeah, no, it's. I guess it's good. I don't know. It just seems funny to me that it's been 1,000. That doesn't seem to make sense.
Well, I think that's quite a feat, and that's something to be proud of. And I think you've done a great job, and keep it up.
Yeah, this is almost as long as I was goofing off there in my military experience.
Kind of like the Beetle Bailey cartoon.
Yeah, exactly. I took it to new laziness and avoiding work to new heights then.
Made it an art form.
Yeah. Anyway, that was Jack. Kilo Golf for India, Lima Victor in Donaldson. Excuse me. Who is next west?
KO4 MKD.
KO4 MTD. How you doing, Doug?
I'm doing fine, Paul. I've got the band warming up behind me here, and the caterer should be here in about 15 minutes. And I think the girl's going to come out of the cake about 8:45.
Awesome. Put it up on Facebook.
Hey, we got to celebrate this 1,000, Anyway, I won't keep you. I know there's going to be a lot of people checking in. Just say congratulations and thanks for what you did, KO4 MKD.
Yeah, very good. Watch this. Just watch this, Doug. This is KO4 MKD. He's in Greenbrier. I'll be a son of a gun to remember. Who else is west? Please come down.
KC4T NQ.
Okay, we had another double, but Charles 1 Kilo Charlie 4 Tango November Quebec. Everything all right? Are you hearing any differences in the conditions tonight, Charles?
Well, I didn't think your signal was up much from what it was the other Saturday, but, it could be the moisture in the air.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I know that I changed the feed line, and I noticed I dropped my SWR by about 35%, so something's going on.
Roger. Yeah, and thanks for the number 1,000. I appreciate you being there. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for the memories, right? We need Bob Hope here. Appreciate it, Charles. That was Charles in West Nashville, Kilo Oscar 4, or Kilo Charlie 4, excuse me, Tango November Quebec. Who else is west? Was that Whiskey Oscar 4 Yankee? Who was that? Who was that? Just checked in.
Around more towards you. That's WA4FH all in Old Hickory.
Oh, very good. Well, I hadn't heard from you in a little while. I didn't. Your signal was horrible. I couldn't understand what you were saying.
I was more confused now. Sorry about that. Anyway, thanks for that, and congratulations on number 1,000. As far as signals go, I did get a notice of this in-time 1-0 flare about an hour ago.
You got a signal from what?
I guess it works. Space weather.
Oh, okay. There is some space weather going on. I understand there was a couple more of those flares, solar flares coming towards Earth, but I don't know what the impact that would have on us exactly. But your signal, even with that, is a little scratchy. Your signal was not normally scratchy to me.
Oh, maybe it's just me being scratchy. I don't know. Let's see. Anyway, I'm not going to tie up things. I'm trying to get a little unscratchy. Anyway, congratulations and carry on with that. I'm listening. K4PW, WA4FHY.
Very good. That is Mike Hotel Yankee, right? Or is it Foxtrot Hotel Yankee?
Roger.
Okay, very good. I knew it did look wrong when I wrote it down. That's Whiskey Alpha 4, Foxtrot Hotel Yankee, and that's Paul, and he's in Old Hickory. Who else is? By the way, that last transmission he had, the signal came up and was much clearer for some reason, unless you turned the beam some more. This, who else is west?
KO4DFA.
Hey, John, glad you could make it.
Yeah, it's good to be here. I haven't heard anybody yet. I don't know what's going on. I hear you and then nothing.
You might want to change your hearing aid batteries.
I knew I was forgetting something.
No, really, you can't hear anybody? Because you're gangbusters to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I normally hear some west, and especially Old Hickory. You would think I'd be able to hear that.
Oh, that is odd. I can't imagine what could go wrong. You don't have 1,000 feet of feed line or anything.
No, it's like 100 foot or 50 foot or something. But I mean, it hasn't changed in 5 years, so I don't know what's going on.
Huh? That is weird. Huh? I wouldn't know. That's pretty. That should be easy to resolve, whatever it is. Because, like I said, even your signal is strong enough that it doesn't sound like you have an antenna problem at all.
Yeah, I did put an antenna switch in, so I don't know, maybe it's conditions. I have been listening to the net. I've picked it up on an HT and heard some people, but I don't know. I'll keep listening and see what happens.
Okay, jump over there, get rid of the antenna switch and see what happens. That's probably your first thing to exclude. That was John, Kilo Oscar for Delta Foxtrot Alpha, and he is in Hermitage. Who else is west?
November 4, Lima Lima Charlie, Logan, Mobile Mount Juliet.
Hey, very good. How you doing, Logan?
Pretty well. Already got 1,000 nets, so congrats on 1,000.
Yeah, we've been doing that since you were in about third grade.
Probably something like that. I was just looking back on the first time I ever checked in, June 10, 2020. So not too long, but I guess it's been a little while, but it doesn't feel like that long ago.
No, I know. Well, it doesn't seem like it's been almost 10 years either to me.
Yeah, it's crazy. I guess time flies.
Oh yeah, it does. Well, if it wasn't fun, I wouldn't be doing it. And it is fun. I feel it is a service to the ham community because those who hang around and do check in periodically find it useful for something.
Oh yeah, copy that. Yeah, that's very useful, especially for signal reports. So had a lot of great conversations out here, and look forward to 10 more.
Oh yeah, well, let's see. You'll be what? Hold on, let's see. You'll be what? 26?
27.
Okay, well, I was off just a little bit. Well, very good. We appreciate you being here, Logan. That was November 4, Lima Lima Charlie, and that's Logan. He is mobile in Lebanon. Who else is west? Or yeah, we're actually looking west.
Question.
Yeah, go ahead, Greg.
What year did you start?
2014.
14, thank you.
Yeah. Why did you think my math was wrong?
No, did you say that already?
No, I just said it was 10 years. It's 10 years in dog years. Anyway, who else is west? All right, to the south.
W4.
There he is, the Whiskey Oscar 4 Yank. How you doing, Mike?
What's happening, man? Happy 1,000.
Oh, well, appreciate it. You what were you stuck in the shipyards or something?
Do what?
Are you stuck in the shipyards? I ain't heard from you in a while.
No, the antennas, the mast has been used for the over-the-air wave antenna.
Okay, very good. So yeah, I've done similar things. I still use an indoor antenna up in the attic, so it still works for me. But I don't know. You must have it outside, huh?
Yeah, it got knocked down, and anyway, it's still not a good situation.
Well, let's hope it gets better. You need any help?
Do what?
So do you need any help?
No, just gotta get motivated.
Oh man, that's half my problem.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to jump in and say happy 1,000 to your net there, and good job there.
All right, appreciate it, Mike. That's Mike. He's in Laverne, and that's Whiskey Oscar 4 Yankee. Who else is west or south? Hey, Tony. Appreciate you being there.
Is that 1,000? Is that in dog years?
That's what I said, man. Dog years. Well, it depends on which dog you're talking about.
Okay, just want to make sure. Well, just try to keep your feet on the ground. I don't appreciate anything you're doing, so don't let all this go to your head.
No, I don't. Believe me, I don't. I don't. I'm actually surprised that I lasted this long, quite honestly.
Well, so are we.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's a shock. You know, I've been underplaying this whole thing for all this time.
And I want to officially lodge my complaint against Connections yesterday. They had one of the jewel measurements, they spelled carat as C-A-R-R-O-T instead of C-A-R-E-T, which is what it is.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Yes, you're absolutely correct. I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah. I almost had a Paul moment. I almost sent them an email.
I don't want to ever talk to the New York Times, okay?
Yeah. Well, I know you two are so close. Anyway, that's it. I know there's a lot hanging on, so I'm going to get out of the way. KF4KFQ.
Very good. That's Tony in Smyrna, KF4KFQ. Good big signal. Who else? Tony and I exchange our New York Times Wordle puzzle every day, and it's a challenge. Makes us actually think, which is work. Who else is south?
Kilo Echo 4, Sierra Yankee Victor.
Hello, Larry. Good to have you in there. Boy, we had some big numbers tonight on all three of those nets. You know that? You heard that last one check in, didn't you? We had a total of 7 on DMR and 8 on D-Star.
Yeah, I kind of appreciate it.
Oh yeah, very good. That went good. Now anyway, that's Larry in Rockville who does the D-Star net at 7:15 on Saturday nights. And that's Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor in Rockville. Who else is Sal? Hold on one second. I had 2 in there. November 4 November Kilo 4 November Delta November. But at first I had K4 KCF. And how you doing there, Kevin?
I'm doing good. Doing real good. Just want to be part of it. Congratulations on 1,000, and sorry for all the things Tony just said to you.
Oh, I know he's being serious, so it's not a big deal.
Oh, he is.
Well, you know, he's a trash picker up. What do you expect from that kind of a person?
Only trash litters.
Anyway, everything going well for you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm proud of you. Congratulations, and you have a good night. 73 K4 KCF.
Yep, very good. That was Kevin, and he's in. I'll think of it in a minute. He's in. Man, starts with an F. S. Excuse me. S. It's give it to me again. I keep forgetting it.
None of the above, actually. It's Almaville. That starts with an A last time I checked.
Okay, very good. I'm sorry. For some reason, I was thinking S. I don't know why. Maybe I was thinking of Smallville. That was it. No, I have no idea what I was thinking when I was thinking S. Almaville, west of Murfreesboro. That's Kevin, Kilo 4 Kilo, Charlie Foxtrot. Who else is? Oh, I heard Kilo India 4 November Delta November. That's what I heard.
Hello, Mr. Paul. Good evening to you and everybody on the net. I can remember looking back 8, 9, 10, and up to 12 check-ins, and then all of a sudden it was kind of stayed about 12 for a long time, and then it changed from Sunday and Wednesday nights to Saturday nights and Wednesday nights. Remember them days over?
Oh yeah, yeah. Matter of fact, you were so excited about it. You got a couple of T-shirts for me, and it spelled out the Simplexton Net. Came up here to meet me up at McDonald's.
Yeah, I remember very well. It wasn't the excitement there. It was just a pre-gift for the 1,000 net.
Oh yeah, no, I appreciate it. No, it's I don't. You know, it's funny. I think everybody knows I don't overplay this, or I don't think I underplay it either. But I just play it kind of neutral, kind of as they say in the business world. I hate the word, but it's called a facilitator. I'm the one who provides the ability for the net to take place, because otherwise nobody'd be here. So I just become the focal point. And I don't mean to be a focal point. I just am. Anyway, everything going well for you?
Oh, everything's well here, Mr. Paul. And again, I appreciate what you do, and celebrate everybody on that. And heard that little Boy Scout thing today on one of the frequencies that was very interesting to hear all them youngers to get on the net on the radio for the first time. So it was very interesting. 7th grade, KI4 indeed.
Very good. That was David, Kilo India 4 November Delta November. He's in Reedieville. Good signal too. Considering the conditions keep changing today. Who else is Sal?
K4 KFQ with a relay.
Yeah, go ahead.
K4 ING.
Oh, what has curtain rodders down today?
I don't know. Maybe, I know he's got a cicada problem, and I think they've shorted out his ground run.
He might just want to change his shorts. That would solve that problem.
All right. Well, I'll give him a few seconds to clear air. I know he's listening, so let's see. Let's see if he can make the trip himself. Go ahead, Frank.
I'm listening, Frank. You out there?
You went right over the top of him.
I got nothing.
Okay, well, he's there.
Yeah, very good. That was Frank on a relay, Kilo 4 India November Golf. And is he in Smyrna, or is he in he's in Smyrna, isn't he?
Smyrna.
Yeah, very good. That's what I thought. I've been down to see him. I just didn't remember where it was. Anyway, Frank in Smyrna, Kilo 4 India, November Golf. Who else is out there from the south?
K1SPD.
Well, there was 2 in there, but I got Kilo 1 Sierra Burn. Everything good, Scott?
Wonderful. That's just amazing. Frank, can't you?
Well, I don't know what he was doing wrong because normally I can hear him.
Yeah, no problem, Frank. Yeah, he sits over there in that lovely little hole. He's got mountains 3/4 of the way around him, looks like. All good. Happy 1000, K1SPD.
Oh, yeah. And only about 600 times I asked for lollygaggers, lurkers, and sandbaggers.
Oh, well, I figured I'd be normal tonight.
All right. Well, nobody's normal in ham radio. Did you ever figure that out? Everybody, we're a little bit weird getting together on the radio, like a bunch of laundry, wash women talking over the fence. Who else is? That was Scott, Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta. He's in Laverne. Who else is Sal? Very good. We got Ken in there. There may have been 2 in there. I heard. Well, let me just go with Ken here. I thought I heard like a Roger beep, and normally Ken doesn't have a Roger beep.
No, sir, I don't.
How you doing? You're still doing okay.
When people hear, I heard K4ING and locals, and of course Tony and I can throw a rock at each other and hit our houses, but everybody else, I think, so conditions must be improving.
Yeah, I think they are. I think they're doing pretty good. Except in some cases, it's weird because, like I said, I had some problems to the north earlier, and yeah, that was really the biggest one. And noise from the north that I just wouldn't normally have. Anyway, everything else good for you there, Ken?
Absolutely. Congratulations on 1000. Go back to the net, and I'm out. WV14 clear.
Very good. That was Ken. He's in Smyrna. Whiskey Victor 4 Delta. Big signal, of course. Who else is south? KQ4A ET. That's Alpha Echo Tango. Chris, how are you?
I'm fine. Congratulations, condolences, I guess. Congratulations on 1000.
Yeah, it's funny. It sounds funny how something will creep up on you. I knew it was coming, but at the same time, it just sounds 1000 sounds like a lot bigger than 998 or 999. Oh, it is. It's just boy, that's a lot of nets. It's hard to believe there's been that many nets, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, it's a great milestone. And also, like, first, when I first started listening to it and started to get interested in that radio, yours was the first, this net was the first one I picked up on. And it listened for, I don't know, for 6 months before then we got off my speaker. You were my first actual radio contact. So, thank you for having it. You said you're just a facilitator, but thank you for facilitating that. And so my ham radio experience has increased and just taken on a bunch of new things, and I just got my extra last month. So thanks again for hosting.
So you blame me to your XYL how you spend so much time on ham radio.
I mean, it came from yesterday, so that's good.
I don't know. No, I know what you're saying. No, I really felt that. I felt strongly about that even before I came to Tennessee, is that Simplex really helps people actually in the local community. I mean, we're local. Ham radio, in many ways is either through repeaters, and it's also which covers huge swaths of the state, and they also in the the HF areas. But Simplex really brings the neighborhoods together. While I have a great signal, so to speak, just due to my location, due to the elevation, I get out farther than a lot of people. But and when I realized that's why I chose to do what I did with starting a net, because I knew that I could talk to most, and again, with cheesy antenna in the attic, I could talk to most of Mount Juliet. But as I realized, I was having trouble with the other stations, and that's the reason I upgraded. Anyway, appreciate you being there, Chris. That's Kilo Quebec 4 Alpha Echo Tango in South Mount Juliet, K4 PEW here with our 1000th net. Who else is south? South or east?
For one, Mike W8 BLA, but 2 relays. Code Sierra. This is John in Smyrna.
Okay, hold on. We had about 3 or 4 in there, but I got Mike, November 1, Mike Delta Julia. How you doing, Mike?
doing pretty good, Paul. I just thought I'd jump in and wish y'all a happy May the Fourth be with you on your 1000th net. So it's a double special day.
Yep, I appreciate it. No, it's a long time coming. Obviously, only not quite 10 years, because 10 years will be September for doing the nets. So this one came first, and like I said, it doesn't really count the other nets we do that are on the same nights. When we have, I would say we average over the last almost 10 years about, I'd say we average 6 nets average a week. So that's a lot.
Yeah, ham radio's really become active in Wilson County, and I know you're a big part of helping perpetuate it, so that's a good thing. And forgot to change the Roger Beach setting. I'll have to go into my computer and see where I can find that setting and download it back to the radio.
See what a big help I am. Yeah, no, it didn't bother me. I just recognized that it was there, so I wasn't sure who it was. Anyway, that was Michael, November 1, Mike Delta Juliet, and he's here in Mount Juliet. Who else did I hear?
W8PLA with 2 relays.
Oh yes. So hold on one second. Let me make space for 2 relays here. What's up, Philip?
Oh, not too much. We were at the club meeting earlier, and I left a little bit earlier, but a couple of them has left, and on the way to supper, I think they were mobile, but first relay is Whiskey 4, Bravo, X-Ray Romeo, W4BXR, that's Glenn, and then the second relay is Whiskey 4, Bravo, Echo, Echo, WW4BEE, that's Jim, club president.
Oh, very good. Very good. We had 2 relays in from Philip, Whiskey 8, Papa Lima Alpha, and Phillipson, Baird's Mill, but he was relaying in Glenn, Whiskey 4, Bravo, X-Ray Romeo, who's renowned as he does one of the Tuesday night nets from the Wilson County EMA. EMA? Is that right? Yeah, they're repeaters out of Wilson County. And then Jim, the president of WC4AR, Whiskey 4 Bravo Echo Echo. Do I have those right?
You got it, but I'm over at Tucker's Crossroads. I'm not in Baird's Mill. W8PLA.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I substituted the wrong area for you. Tucker's Crossroads. Sorry about that. Very good. That was Phil. Whiskey 8 Papa Lima Alpha. Tucker's Crossroads. Who else is south or east?
KM4 while we're at.
Hey, very good. See, it's already way past 8:15.
No, I was just letting everybody else get in there.
No, I know. All right, everything is going all right. I was worried about you. I was going to come over and pound on your door.
Well, I wish you had. I wouldn't have been late.
Well, I couldn't. I was on the net.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Well, very good. Anything but the net. Now, by the way, Mike has been a big help in doing the nets over the last, I don't know how many years. I don't even know when you got involved. I know it's a long time ago.
Well, I tell you what, Paul. I'm glad to be part of your 1000th net, even though it's been way more than that. It's just the number of nights that we've done it. And I just want to tell you that even though you've done 1,000 nets, you are the net control of all time. And we all love you for it.
Net control. Well, see, there's the GOAT, the greatest of all time. See, the net, the NCOT, the NCOT of all time.
Yes, I could say that, and I've noticed on Facebook that your head's getting a little bigger.
Oh, really, it's getting. I don't know about that. It's like a friend of mine once said. He goes, he was a mechanic that worked for me out in the field in the air conditioning refrigeration business. I gave him a tough job. He goes, that's a job for men who have size 50 coats and size 5 hats.
That was probably a pretty good analogy.
Anyway, that was Mike here in the Mount Juliet. And of course, he's been a big help to me. We've done a bunch of nets all over the place with this kind of stuff. So he's been a big part of the operation here. Not that it was a big operation. I mean, it's 2 guys with microphones and antennas and radios. Anyway, that's Kilo Mike for Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. That's Michael here in Mount Juliet. Who else is south or east?
KE4, Big Easy, Southeast Wilson County, now copy over.
Well, I'm copying you great there, I was listening to you talk earlier, and you sounded great. You know, when you were talking to, I think it was Doug, MKD. No, who was it? No, it wasn't MTD. It was you were talking to Whiskey, no, Kilo, Oscar 4 Yankee. Wasn't that who you're talking to?
Well, I'm not really sure what MTD is in terms of, I'm here, there, and yonder. I talked to people doing the Boy Scout thing today, and I talked to Ken when unusually this evening, and yeah, maybe you did hear me here, there, and yonder. I got a story to tell if you got time to listen.
Okay, I hope it's not too long.
Well, we all got nothing but time, but then again, my days are numbered. What do you think?
Oh, everybody's days are numbered. I think you're still too young to have a number in your days.
Well, I started that 25 years ago, but anyway, I guess that's being creating your budget, not being on the budget. How's that?
Yeah, but you're doing all right. What was your story? Was it a big one?
Well, I was just reflecting, saying how this is the 1,000 net anniversary party. I'm thinking, of course, I may be thinking incorrectly, but that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay.
Yeah.
I can remember when I first tried to check in on this net. I was kind of, well, I was what I was, and still am who I am. But anyway, there's been a lot of education shared from what system I did have versus the system I do have. Even though that you know, I've got other antenna systems out there, including my mobile antenna on a grill lid. I don't want to be too long with you, but I still got more.
Oh yeah. Well, I remember when you had a nice antenna mounted to your charcoal grill. Yeah.
Right, okay. Well, experimental. If I might reflect on my antenna laboratory, if you will, through where it was and where it is, and this, that, and other. And HT hooking up to a J-pole versus a high gain outside antenna, and y'all make me laugh, and y'all educate me, and I just thought I'd share the joy and the fun through the daggone communication net.
Yeah, we appreciate you being there, and I appreciate the kind words. I mean, yeah, I believe strongly that we have together built, you, me, and everybody else have built a community of hams where we have a place to congregate and learn from each other and have fun with each other. It's kind of a cool thing because there's rarely a hobby, but I don't know of any other hobby that can do this. The people who are either in ham radio or on GMRS or on repeaters that can get together from all different parts of the county and the whole middle of the state in this case, without having to leave the house.
Yeah, and that's that was a thing within the parameters of the years of what was and what is, and in terms of that, in terms of what ham radio is, in terms of all that scenario covered up, everything. It's been a pleasure, Paul, and it still is for me. And I'm still looking at experimental things over here and upgrades. And well, they may not be upgrades, but only experimental practices remain to make that rather true or false on my end. Okay.
Yeah, well, very good. It's all, as we know, everything in ham radio is a learning experience. Everything. I don't think there's a day or a week goes by I don't learn something. So appreciate you being there, Earl. You were one of the early players here. and I'm glad we collectively could be of service to you.
Right, okay. Well, I'm just thought I'd share that my appreciation to everyone out there can hear my transmission and my antenna propagation for what it is, and had some help out there on fellow hams coming over and visiting in my yard and helping me swap out my other antenna to this antenna and whatnot like that. Kevin to be exactly what his name was and his son. But anyway, it's been an exciting ride. It's kind of like hang on tight and enjoy the ride. But I kind of losing track of the point of it. Anyway, maybe y'all control it together better than I can, and share my appreciation to each and every one that's out there. Oh, I remember now. I've always been a fan of Van section. That's why I get over the air to the K4DZ73.
Very good, Earl. Earl's been with us a long time on the air. That's Earl, Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu. He's over in Noreen, east of Cedars Lebanon Park. Anybody else east? Hello, Stan. Everything going well for you on this beautiful rainy day?
Going pretty well, Paul. How about for you?
Oh, pretty good. We're working on our 1000th net here, trying to get it under our belt.
Yeah, congrats on net 1000.
Oh yeah, big numbers, big numbers, no prizes.
Yeah, I want to deal, Paul. I'm back to net. KM4HQE.
Very good. That was Stan, Kilo Mike 4 Hotel, Quebec Echo, and he's over a little bit north of downtown Lebanon. If the downtown is the square, that's why I was looking at it anyway, or the circle, the crop circle there in the middle. Who else is east?
5S.
Hello, Kerry. I am busy, obviously. We're going to be number 28 check-ins.
Absolutely. It's kind of, congratulations on 1,000 nets. It's kind of, for me, it's a double being able to be here, and the fact that this would have been my mother's 100th birthday if she were still with us.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, this would have been, no, it would have been my mother's 100th. I figure that'd be fine. It would have been her 97th, I think. This year, anyway.
It just shows how old I am.
Yeah, I know. Well, you're still working, and so I know how old I am, and I'm older than you.
Yeah, I know. That's by the point.
Yeah, I know it. Anyway, anything else for the net, Kerry?
David, you got everybody waiting on you out there tonight, so have at it, my friend. Thanks for what you do. AK5S.
Very good. That was Kerry. Kind words. That's Kilo 5 Sierra. Who else is east? East or north? We're going back to north.
KB9RKK.
Yeah, very good. We had north, and we had almost 0 check-ins the first time around because we started with the north. How you doing, Frank?
A bit on the way home. Just thank you for doing this and for all the years and all the hard work for you and anybody else who helped substitute. I'm just glad I was able to be a part of it, a small part of it, but I'm glad I was able to be a part of it. Thanks again. KB9RKK.
Yeah, very good, Frank. I tend to forget. I haven't thought about this a whole lot until just now, but it occurred to me we've been, I've been accused of, not accused, a little seriously, how many antennas in a feed line have been sold as a result of this net? I don't even want to know.
Diamond should be sending you a check.
Well, it's just funny because I know there's been a lot of people. I don't know. I'm not going to take, I say credit is the wrong word, the influence that we have here on the net. But I think a lot of people did buy better radios and better feed line and more antennas as a result of this net.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like what Earl was talking about, I started with the shape hole. I mean, I always, knew the better antenna was, the right way to go. But, when I moved here, I was like, it's kind of hard, There was no reason to put it out. And then when you started in that, I'm like, now there's a good reason.
Well, I used to when I managed another group of it's an engineering association, and I used to have events, which they were once a month, sometimes twice a month. They were educational events that included dinner, sometimes a tour of an engineering facility that would be of interest to our group. And I realized then, I didn't read this anywhere. I just realized, you just said the words almost exactly. I realized that, for instance, if I say to you, Frank, we're going to have an event and we're going to have a dinner. And you go, no, I can eat dinner at home. I don't want to have to pay $20 for a dinner, and I don't want to sit around with a bunch of bums talking about nothing. But if I say I'm going to have a dinner and an engineering tour, so it's something special. It's a little more special, and a speaker, somebody who's going to be a speaker about some facet of the trade, so to speak. And what's interesting is I realize that people need not because really everybody knows when they get in the ham radio, at least when they learn about it, they need the best antenna they can afford, the best, whatever that best is. Well, they don't have a good reason to have it because they're not talking to anybody. But now you have the reason and the excuse. I got to talk on that Simplex net.
Right. It's right in your radio. I got to get a 220 radio, dude. Yeah, everybody else is getting one. We're all talking on that.
That's right. What Charles out in West Nashville said the funniest thing to me about that issue. We've been at 220 for a few months, and somebody jokingly said, why don't we do I forget what it was, some other net. It was either a digital net or 900 megahertz or something. And Charles jumped in. He goes, I ain't buying no more radios.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, let's not do anything crazy now. What are we gonna do next? What other one is real? 33 centimeters. That one you'll have to make some equipment.
That's what I'm saying. It's just we've done. I would have never thought we would be doing as much as we did, and a lot of it wasn't most of it wasn't my idea. Most of it was, hey, why don't we do a 10-meter net? Well, we could do 6-meter, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, on the 1.25 there, man, I probably hasn't had, even though it's just basically been nets, it's probably getting the most activity that it ever had, at least, around here. I mean, and with that being, we lost part of it because we weren't using it, and then the people who grabbed it don't even use it, but that's what happened. So by keeping it active and making some noise once in a while on there, it lets people know we're out there.
Well, under the current climate, I'm guessing that the FBI is already investigating us.
Oh, man.
Go ahead, Earl.
I've been doing 123 centimeters over here with my except in addition, I needed some antenna to do so, but I haven't investigated that spectrum yet, so I concur that option is maybe out there. It's not been considered very often or very much. Taking forward easy, back to that.
Yeah, very good. I ought to publish a list of the antennas that people have on the 220, because you can do it obviously with your case. You might even want to have a beam. You're far enough over there in the southeast, but a good vertical would probably do the job for you. Anyway, I know what you're saying, Frank. It's just if anybody wants to do another net, I've already decided. Okay, go ahead. You do it.
Right. It's easy to say, hey, Paul, do it. No, again, thanks again for everything that you have done, that you keep doing, and you probably will do. It's a crazy schedule. I mean, I was like trying to do the math, driving. I'm like, it's not 1,000. It's probably more like 8,000. But whatever, Sometimes what we do, 5 nets in one day, 6. I don't know. I mean, it's crazy but cool at the same time. Can't even articulate.
Well, if you include Michael's on Sunday night, it's 13 nets a week.
Yeah, wow, just wow. To about the end, everybody else that does it, and all the participants, because without everybody participating, there wouldn't be a net really.
Well, that's what I think you heard me say that earlier. While you know, I'm definitely not the hero. That's it. I facilitate it, and people have gotten on the air over time, and they show up, and that's what makes the net a net is people showing up, not me.
Yeah, no, I get you. Well, I'm just glad that, in a way, I kind of, I found out, a bunch of stuff. We, as other people said, we learned, you know, got lucky, as far as for VHF, UHF, I kind of got, pretty blessed. I got lucky that I'm in a pretty good location, at least for this area on my side of town. But we got lucky that you had a great location to start the net, and that caused, I think, antenna envy. Like I said, it's a joke, but it's true. I mean, hey, because you watch the YouTube and you're like, yeah, I can't hear that guy, but man, it's coming in good on his radio. What am I doing wrong? What can I do to make mine better? And it's all good. It's all been constructive and very good, and people come and go. I don't always make all of them, but again, you said in the beginning, and you probably said it, and I probably missed it at the beginning because of the meeting, but for a while there you were talking to yourself, but you kept going, and now you created this thing, and I hope that it keeps going for forever. So back over to you, KB9R6.
I'd like to think that if I dropped dead, that somebody would pick it up. I think Michael would, but he's as old as I am.
Yeah, well, I'll just into it. I hope to make it your age, okay? Back over to you, KB9R6.
Yeah, very good. That was Frank in Northwest Mount Juliet. Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo Kilo with some nice words. And it's true. I forgot about the antenna envy part of it, but it's true. You think, well, how does that guy do so well? Whether it's me or somebody else, because I hear some great signals from people that are far away, and I go, wow, that's why you often hear me asking, what antenna are you using? If it's a really poor signal, I'll ask that same question too and talk about the elevation. And that's, I hope, just like I have, I've learned a great deal about how elevation and terrain affects us so much, not to mention the antenna height, not to mention just the normal propagation and all that. And I've heard from several people that have been in ham radio a long time, and they said, I never really fully realized how much the propagation changes on something as simple as 2 meters. And it does, it changes a lot. And you're near an airport, it changes a lot. And in my case, I hear airplane flutter because I'm a part of the flight path here from Nashville. And so it's just interesting how we begin to notice. I think we become better hams ultimately. Anyway, who else is east or north?
K4 ZDG. Correct. Whiskey 4 Danny, South Logan County, Kentucky.
Hold on one second. I think I heard Danny, but I'm a little confused. Anyway, let me take this local one first. I heard KF4ZDZ. Kevin, everything all right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you doing that. Got me more active in Mutt last year that I've probably talked more on the radio in the last year than I have in the last few years. So I'm glad that I found the net, and glad to be here on number 1000.
Oh yeah, I agree. And that was one of my, I say complaints wasn't the right word. When I got here, I didn't know anybody, and I'd been here a while, and I was doing a bunch of stuff on HF, and then I realized, I come to this moment where I said, look at the elevation I'm at. I should be doing a Simplex net. And I was on Simplex nets other places, and I used to do a Simplex net, as I've said probably 1,000 times, in Florida. But we had an antenna that was about 110 feet off of the ground in a hospital, and so we got out to 50 miles in 3 directions, but and into the Gulf of Mexico, which wasn't much help. But anyway, appreciate you. Anything else, Kevin?
Nope. I appreciate you running the net, and congratulations on 1,000.
Very good. That was Kevin, Kilo India for Zulu Delta Golf. Did I hear a Danny out there? I didn't catch that.
Yes, sir. It's Whiskey 4 Zulu November India, Danny, in South Logan County, Kentucky.
Oh, awesome. It was Zulu, and then what was the middle letter there between Zulu and India?
November. towards that at night.
Well, very good, Danny. What brought you to the net tonight, or did you just catch us?
Well, I think I've been in here, I think this is my third time. And just wanted to thank you for letting me check in. And really don't have anything. I'm running 80 watts onto a, believe it or not, a quarter wave mag mount up on the roof, middle roof. And I'm probably going to be moving before long, a few miles south. And I hope to get a tire. However, I'll be dropping about 50 feet in elevation. But here I'm on a hill and it's wide open. So location does wonders.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't believe you're on a mag mount on a metal roof. That's awesome. Your elevation must be pretty good there where you sit.
I think I'm at 656 or something like that. But anyway, yeah, but we're out in the open here. Wide open.
Well, your antenna's doing a good job, man. You could be selling a lot of those mag mounts don't normally do that well, but this one's doing great. Anyway, that was Danny. He's in South Logan County in Kentucky. Whiskey 4 Zulu, November, India. And it's good to have you back on the net. Who else is north or anywhere, really?
0 and 0.
Mike, John and Greenbrier.
John, hold on one second. November, whiskey. This is Mark, isn't it?
Yep, that's me.
All right. Whiskey Bravo. I was getting discombobulated here with all the people checking in. 0 and 00. You doing all right?
Yep, doing well. So excited about your 1000 that I fell asleep sitting here listening to you. But anyway, congratulations. Great job.
Yeah, they can sell my nets, some of the nets we've had as ways to fall asleep.
Well, it doesn't take much to put me asleep.
Yeah, very good. That was Mark, Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar up in Northwest Wilson County. Who else? Oh, we had John. John, what's in Greenbrier? The call again, please.
Whiskey 4 Juliet Delta Mike.
Ah, very good, John. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Congratulations on your 1000th net. Just wanted to say hello and wanted to be a part of it. You're doing a great job as always, and thank you for doing it.
I don't know. Thanks for the kind words. I don't know if I do a great job. I just do a job, and it's just I don't do it. It's kind of like I hate to make a reference to this, but everybody in show business is doing an act of some kind, and they're doing it for money. And so I don't know what any of them are really like in person. I don't know if I've met anybody from show business that anybody would recognize. What I'm saying is that the rest of us, like in radio, ham radio, we're just being ourselves. And I'm not doing, I guess I might do a better job than some that don't want to do net control, but I'm just being myself. But anyway, I appreciate it, John.
Well, thank you again for what you do. That's pretty much all I got here from Greenbrier. Thank you again. W4JDM, back to net control. Have a great evening.
Yeah, you too. Big signal there from Greenbrier, John. That's Whiskey 4 Juliet Delta Mike. And that's John in Greenbrier. Who else is north or anywhere?
Relay.
Hey, go ahead, Relay.
KC2LFT is trying to check in.
I'm sorry, I missed him. Try again there, Rick. I caught you that time. Very good, Rick. You sound a little scratchy, but I got you in there.
You sound a lot better than you did the last time I checked in. But congratulations on your 1000 net here. And I think it's a great deal. Guys from all over Middle Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, hey, what a deal. Brings everybody together.
Yeah, it does bring people together, and it's done in two ways, which I think most people would recognize. We do it on the air, do a regular nets. There's other people that get on, whether it's this frequency or others, they've increased their activity on Simplex, or even if it's on repeaters, doesn't matter to me. But we've also done it tying it together with that mailing list, which puts out, which gives out the reminders, et cetera, and trading technical information. But there's 195 people, I think, on that nets. I mean, on that group. So it ties the whole thing together. Anyway, you're doing okay, Rick?
Yeah, we're doing pretty good here, Paul. You know, I lost my wife in January, but still get along. Even by myself here.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't think anybody told me about that, but I'm sorry to hear about that.
Well, I tell you how I feel, Bill, but that's another story. We won't get into. Just keep going. Everybody, Paul. Yeah.
Very good. That's Rick in every time I go to say that town name, I can't think of it. Yeah, where is it, Michael? Oh, that's Hartsville. Hartsville. I've been there a bunch of times too. Hartsville. Kilo Charlie to Lima, Foxtrot Tango. It's got a decent signal for Hartsville. A little scratchy, but I'm able to copy them okay. Anybody else north or anywhere? I heard the squelch break.
WD, Kilo Oscar 4, Tango Zulu Sierra, Don, Smyrna.
Hold on, Don. I think I heard Whiskey Delta 4, Bravo Whiskey. Charlie, isn't it? There, Jeff.
Yes, sir. You've got it correct.
I'm shocked.
You're doing fine, dude. 1,000 net. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's funny. If any of them went perfectly, I would be shocked.
Hey, you're doing a fine job, you know, like Frank said. He said it, or
Yeah, no, I do appreciate the kind words. I really do, but I don't. Even though I do the nets, and I've been doing them for almost 10 years, it's not as though I seek attention. That would be a different thing. I mean, this is ultimately for a lot of people, this would be considered work, to be here twice a week for an hour, hour and a half, twice a week. So, but I don't really think of it as work because I enjoy it.
yes, sir. I understand perfectly. You know, I understand.
Well, very good, Jeff. Anything for the net? Of course, Jeff he's on the second half of the Tuesday nights Wilson County Emergency Management Net. Is that what do you guys call that? I forget now. The EMA net.
Yeah, it's the W4EAO net. It's all good, you know. It's just another one of those.
Oh, that's right. W4EAO. It's actually the W4EAO. I'm trying to think. W4EAO. Well, that is the Wilson County for the Wilson WEMA, right?
Yes, Emergency Amateur Operations.
I don't think I ever asked what that stood for. Maybe I just forgot. That's very good, Jim.
No problem. Hey, like I said, you're doing a fine job.
All right, very good. You also have to not only have a good sense of humor to laugh at yourself in this kind of job, which I know you're familiar with, you also have to accept the fact that you're going to make mistakes and you just move on.
Absolutely. Hey, I'm good at that. I make a mistake as best as I can.
Yeah, I'm with you. Anything else, Jeff?
No, sir. That's it. Thank you for everything you do.
Yeah, very good. That was Jeff, and he's in Lebanon. Whiskey Delta 4 Bravo, Whiskey Charlie. I heard Don, Kilo Oscar 4. It's a Tango November Sierra, right?
Yeah, Kilo Oscar 4, Tango Zulu Sierra, Don in Simona.
Okay, do I have it right? Tango Zulu Sierra?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, very good. I wrote it down wrong the first time. My memory eludes me. Have you checked in before?
Yeah, it's been several months ago. I checked in there. I thought I'd reach out again on this Omni base and the attic and the TY250 watch. I'd see if I still able to get out.
Yeah, you're doing a good job, Don. And you're in Smyrna, right?
That's right.
Yeah, you're doing a good job. And that's what you have. What antenna do you have in the attic?
I've got a trim Omni base in the attic.
And how tall is that antenna?
I'd say it's about 4 or 5 feet tall.
Okay, well, no, it's doing a good job for where you are in Smyrna. It really is good.
Appreciate that. You have to get to that, get to that attic, get to that roof.
Well, I've been down that road before in the attic, and then I also realized, if you haven't heard that story before, I was about to say it quickly. I went from a J pole in the attic. I decided I'd put up a beam in the attic. I had a 5-element MFJ beam, and then I realized, that was a pain. I had to move it around north, south, east, west. It was kind of a pain. It was more than just kind of a pain, but I also realized that it didn't do well to the north and south. And then I realized why. I hadn't noticed that there was aluminum facing on the inside of all of the insulation on the north and south ends of the house.
And that'll make a big difference.
Oh, it did. I'm sure I could have microwaved some rats up there.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Anyway, anything else for the net, Don?
I did.
Very good. That's done. Big signal for a attic antenna. Kilo Oscar 4 Tango Zulu Sierra in Smyrna. Who else is any place?
Kilo 4 Tango November Romeo.
Kilo 4 Tango November Romeo. I think I heard a couple in there, but I'm sure there's more. How are you doing tonight?
It's Kevin and Bethpage. How you doing, Paul?
I'm doing fantastic. I knew this was going to be a big net, so I was prepared to go long here. Everything all right with you, Kevin?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Just building antennas and doing radio stuff and trying to keep active.
Well, that's kind of what being on the air does. It promotes people to be active. Otherwise, there's no reason to do anything if you're not talking to anybody.
Yeah, I just try to stay busy. And I know you're always busy. I appreciate what you do. And I'll let you get back to it. But I just wanted to check in on your 1000th net. Congratulations. And have a good evening and get some more.
Very good. That was Kevin and Bethpage, Kilo 4 Tango November Romeo. Yeah, we'll have to do another. We got the 10th year anniversary showing up here in the September, October, November. No, this is May, June, July, August. 4 more months will be on the 10-year anniversary. Anyway, who else is any place? No place, any place?
Yeah, man.
What did you say, Earl?
I thought I'd share a little bit of memory, if I will, being a celebration of the 1000th net, and maybe a little bit of history.
Okay.
I'll make it short.
Okay.
I was thinking, what's my way of thinking? But anyway, I ain't gonna go there. But when I was first, the old party line, if you will, the first time I experienced it was when I picked up the phone receiver and heard the old women talking on the phone. Nobody else could dial in or dial out, so I'll let it go at that. If that's any worth for anything, KE4 or DE.
Yeah, except in ham radio, you say break if you want to say something. When you're on a party line, they say, get off the phone, Earl.
Yeah, I heard that several times. It's kind of like, get off the line. We're here talking about worthless information, if you will.
Well, that's mostly what we do on ham radio.
Well, sometimes. Just enough to share a joke or education. There's a vast amount of, worthless stuff out there being shared. It's kind of like YouTube or Facebook or anything like that, depending on how one nomenclates it.
Yeah. Well, very good, Earl. Anybody else out there, please come now before we move on.
Taking ice cream after the net at your house?
I do have some ice cream. I got a couple of cookies, but that's about it. We have to be awful small cones.
Fudge brownies.
Yeah, we don't. Since I've been on a restricted, so to speak, restricted diet for the last 3 years, over 3 years, I don't have much candy, cookies, and ice cream hanging around. Anybody else, please come now. All righty, we had a big total of 37 in here tonight. Looking for you. I appreciate everybody being here, and I appreciate all the kind words. It's funny. I don't. Since I do this anyway, I don't. It's funny. I don't. I appreciate the comments, but I feel undeservedly because I'd probably be on the air anyway, if that makes any sense. Anyway, let's move on. We've got, in fact, I ran out of space with the nets tonight on the paper here. And so we're going to move over to the 144.240, and we'll go from there unless I hear a complaint.
Yeah, go get you a clean sheet of paper and get you some bladder release, and we'll take it from there. What do you think? That's what I'm thinking. Got you more than you.
Yeah, I'm going to get an AI net control. I won't even have to be here. AI will take care of it for me. Anyway, moving over to 144.240 upper sideband. I'll see you there in a moment. All righty, I'm here on 144.240. This is K4PEW. Who else is, we'll just start from the, since we seem to have a bigger crowd than normal, who else is there from the north?
KB9 RKK.
Very good. Got Frank in there in northwest Mount Juliet. KB9 RKK. Who else? Boy, Mark went to sleep again. Anybody else north or west?
KG4 ILD.
Very good. We got you in there, Jack. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Who else is west?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
Yeah, a regular crew checking in. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo in Dragons in Antioch. Who else is west?
KC4 TNQ.
Very good. We got Charles in there. Kilo Charlie 4 Tango November Quebec. All good signals tonight. Who else is west? West or south?
KF4
Very good. Tony got you in there. KF4 KFQ. Tony in Smyrna. Who else is west or south? Okay, you got Scott in Laverne. Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta. I can hear my dog barking here, the knucklehead. He's barking because the cat's out in the garage. She loves being in the garage, chasing lizards. When she wants in, she rattles the doorknob. And the dog gets upset thinking somebody's breaking in the house. Anyway, that was Scott. Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta. Who else is west or south? West or south or east?
KM4 YRF.
All right, we got Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Michael here in Mount Juliet. Who else is east?
KK5 HQ.
All right, I got Earl in there. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra KE4S DEZ. I had 3 at a time. I had KK5S, which is a good signal there for Carrie and Baird's Mill. Who was the other person?
KM4 HQ.
Ah, there we go. I started to write it, and I erased it from my brain. It was Stan with a good signal out of Lebanon. Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo. Who else is east? Hey, I got two Kevins showed up. KI4 DEZ. Man, I'll get it right in a second. KI4ZDG. Kevin here in Gladeville, and I heard KG4 DEZ. No, KE4 MIZ. And I'm getting all Z'd out here. And how you doing there? Where are you on the other nets tonight there? You missed the 2-meter net. Kevin? MIZ.
Oh, yeah, what's going on, Paul?
Hey, you missed the 2-meter net, man.
Well, I wouldn't have missed it if you would have said moon deniers and catfish hunters and side walk sweepers and stuff like that. I was ready to check in, but you never called those people, so I couldn't check in. And I figured, well, I'll come over here to this one.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I skipped it because it went so long. I mean, we're already quarter after 9. Anyway, good to have you in there, Kevin. I'm glad you showed up. No, we had 37 people check in on the first net.
Oh, I know. I was listening. I was sitting here and I heard you hold the whole net. I was sitting there listening.
Well, very good. I appreciate it. I'm sure you got some laughs.
You know I did. All right, Paul, KG4 MIZ.
Yeah, very good. That's Kevin, one of the classic flat earthers and moon landing deniers. That's Kevin and 11 Kilo Golf for Mike India Zulu. Who else is, where was I? East.
KK5S was in there.
I got KK5S. Okay, good. Carrie, you didn't hear me?
You say for me, Paul?
Yeah, I just make sure I checked in. That's all.
Yeah, I heard that. I was just staying out of the way.
Okay, very good. Very good. Yeah, Mike, I already heard it. We're good. We're good. Who else is appreciate it, though? Who else is East? All right, up to the any place, anywhere.
WB0 NOO.
All righty, we got W0. Yeah, you didn't come in on North earlier. You must have, I thought you fell back asleep there, Mark.
No, I did get distracted again, though. It's pretty easy.
That's, you know, my mother, because I was spending time with my mother at her home, and then here, I'd get her on the laptop to do some stuff. And every time I was showing her something, she'd get distracted by other things. And, well, what's this over here? What's that down there? What's that thing flashing? Ignore it. That's not what I'm showing you.
Oh, yeah. Well, for some reason, I was reading about the Detroit Renaissance Center and just amazed at 400,000 yards of concrete. And I don't know what. Well, I just got interested and started reading the article.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of concrete.
Oh, yeah. That's a lot of tracks.
But they need that much concrete because, you know, the United Auto Workers Union is there. They got a lot of people to bury.
That's what Jimmy Hoffa is.
We don't know where he is. Best example, the best thing I heard was that he got crushed in a car and sent, you know, he was either cremated or he was crushed in a car and shipped overseas.
Yep, could be. All right, we'll carry on.
Very good. That was Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar in Northwest Wilson. Anybody else on 144-240? Well, we had a big night on here, so I appreciate everybody showing up. We had 14. We're going to move right over to 50.135. Michael, would you announce that on 2 meters for me?
Well, of course.
All right, very good. He's my big helper, so to speak. Let's see. We're going over to 50.135. We'll see you there. K4P then. All right, it's K4PW net control for 50.135 here on 6 meters. Who else? Let's start from the north. Please come down.
WB0 wasn't late this time.
Didn't have time to be distracted. That was Mark. Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar. Oscar. Who else is north? Anybody west? All right, we got Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo, Greg and Antioch. Who else is west? All right, low signal, but I got you in there tonight there on Charles. It's Kilo Charlie 4, Tango November, Quebec. Got you in there. Who else is west? Okay, well, who did I hear? Was I hear? Who was the Victor call? I think that was Larry, wasn't it? Kilo Bravo 5, Echo Charlie Victor. Got you in there a little low. This 6 meters isn't very good beyond the people close to me tonight, but I can hear you in there, Larry. That was Kilo Bravo 5, Echo Charlie Victor in, I forget where you are. Oh, that's right, Lyle, Tennessee. Very good. Northwest, I believe, or west of Nashville. Who else was in there?
Kilo Oscar 4, Oscar Tango Victor.
Okay, we got Joel in there. Kilo Oscar 4, Oscar Tango Victor. He's in West Ashland City. Big signal, Kilo. Were you able to hear that Lyle station?
Oh yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, I thought so. I figured you were like midway between me and him.
Oh yeah, he's done it really good. I was actually about to relay it in because he did call in quite a few times.
Oh, really? Yeah, because I couldn't. He was doubling with a couple of people, you know, obviously accidentally, so I wasn't able to hear him. But I did realize I heard the Victor in there. That's why I asked. Anyway, that was Joel. Who else is west? Very good. Yeah, your signal's low again tonight there, Jack. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. I don't think it's changed from last time, though, depending upon conditions. Yeah, that was Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor, Jack Ian Donaldson. Who else is west? Is anybody copying a station? I can't. Because I hear sounds in the background too. I hear voices. But I don't think they're near us. Okay, to the south. Very good. We got one of the lollygaggers, Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta, Scott in Laverne. Who else is west or south? Nobody west or south? Moving over to the east.
KM4 while,
Well, my reflexes are still good, man. I jumped out of my seat. Anyway, that's Michael, KM4YRF here in Mount Juliet. This is the east. All right, we got Carrie, Kilo 5 Sierra in Baird's Mill. Good signal. Who else is east? All righty, we got Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo, and that was Stan in Lebanon. There was another station in there. All right, very good. Yeah, you're really low to me, even in spite of being relatively close. Your signal's pretty low to me. How are you copying Kevin, Michael?
like gangbusters.
Yeah, coming in weak to me for but it's just it's that 2 miles, because he may be 2 miles east of you or so, maybe 3, or south. He's actually southeast, isn't he?
I'm not really sure. Probably so.
Okay, well, very good. Well, anyway, you're getting them better than I am. But I do hear you, Kevin. That was Kilo India 4 Zulu Delta Golf, and he's in Gladeville. Who else is east?
I heard somebody say relay.
Yeah, she's relay, please.
That was Earl, Paul.
Oh, wow, Earl, wow. That, yeah, woo. Okay, so Earl's checked in at Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor, and that's in over in Noreen. We're no signal to me, but you can hear him pretty good.
That was Earl and Noreen.
Yeah, that's what I said. Didn't I say that? I said Earl.
Yeah, but you gave Larry a call.
Oh, yeah, yes, I did. You're right, I did. KE4DEZ. Yeah, it's been too big a night for him, man. I got so excited. Good to have you in there, Earl, but I wasn't copying you. Who else is east? See, that would be the problem, Mike, because I have an amplifier that I have not used. And in spite of having an amplifier, if I was pushing out 6 meters, I still wouldn't be able to hear the person.
You're right on that. I hear what you mean.
Who was that last station? My who amp? On receive, I'm not sure how I have that set right now, and I don't want to mess with it, but I normally have it on. Yeah, it does do pretty good. It's actually better than I expected. Yeah, I don't know either, because it doesn't do anything. Yeah, very good. Who else is any place anywhere? KD4GON. Good to have you in there, Danny. You missed the 2 meter net, man. Well, that comes first. You don't need an excuse. The wife's way more important to me. Very good. Good to have you in there. That was Danny, Kilo Delta 4. Yeah, it's Kilo Delta 4, right? Yeah, very good. Sometimes I misjudge. Anyway, it's Kilo Delta 4 Golf Oscar November, and he's in near Cotton Town. Who else was? I heard somebody else in there. Who was that again? One more time, please.
That's Frank.
Oh, wow, Frank, your signal's horribly low. All right, very good. We got Frank in there with a really crappy signal to me anyway. Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo, Kilo. I thought that's who it was, but it was so low. I thought he was either lying or it was somebody else. All right, anybody else, any place, anywhere? Well, that should be in. Last time, lollygaggers, lurkers, and the sandbaggers, please come now. All right, we had 15. Well, we had 14 on 144.240, and we had 15 on 50.135. And we're going to go over, close down the nets and Facebook, and go over to, I say close down the net and the 2 meter. Excuse me, and the YouTube. I'll get it straight, and the Facebook, so we can go talk on our private frequency over on 223.415 K4PEW. Appreciate all the kind comments. Appreciate all the times you guys have checked in, wherever you are. It's been a pleasure. K4PEW, closing the net.